Hello and welcome to the AZToolkit webinar, using AZToolkit Job Bank to recruit and hire qualified staff. Through AZToolkit Job Bank, childcare administrators can post jobs and just with a few clicks of a button, send it out to the most popular job sites across the internet, track, manage and review applications, resumes and cover letters, and create customized workflows to go through the process of anything from pre-screening and pre-assessments to in-person or virtual interviews, onboarding, and finally hiring on qualified candidates. In this webinar, we're going to take you on a tour of AZToolkit Job Bank and show you the steps of how to create an account and how to manage and create settings that allow you to automate and streamline your recruitment process and be able to attract the most qualified and quality early care and education and child care educators to be able to be a part of your program. My name is Dr. Eric Boucher. I'm the Chief Executive of the Arizona Association for the Education of Young Children, AZAEYC. At AZAEYC, we're so excited to be able to offer AZToolkit to Arizona's childcare providers. It was designed exclusively for the early care and education professionals here in Arizona. AZToolkit is an online one-stop website with more than 1,800 resources, tools, and supports to be able to support childcare providers to save time, maximize their funding, and free up their resources to focus on what matters most: children, families, and staff. In AZToolkit, all subscribers can find resources related to financials and budgeting, business administration practices, human resources, policies, and templates that are all downloadable and editable, as well as professional development, training, technical assistance, family engagement resources, and cost savings on supplies, materials, and even payroll and credit card processing fees. You can learn more at azaeyc.org/toolkit. We want to take a moment to thank our partners. This session, as well as AZToolkit Access, is made possible thanks to funding from the Arizona Department of Economic Security, Child Care Administration, through federal child care development and block grant funds. AZYC is so excited to be able to offer each DHS licensed child care provider and DES certified family child care provider one complimentary annual subscription to AZToolkit from July 1st of 2021 through June 30th of 2022. And that complimentary annual subscription to AZToolkit includes access to AZToolkit Job Bank. For more information, visit us at azaeyc.org/toolkit. If you did not receive the email around July 1st of 2021 with your login information and a welcome to AZToolkit, send us an email at the team at azaeyctoolkit.org and we'll follow up with next steps. So go ahead and head to azaeyc.org/toolkit to log into your Toolkit subscription account, and then we'll show you how to get into AZToolkit Job Bank from your account. Once you've logged into azaeyc.org/toolkit, you'll come to the main dashboard page here, where you'll see the top 5 tabs that will allow you to access the resources that you might need related to grants and funding, supporting classroom engagement, saving money and maximizing funds, and managing a successful program. To access AZToolkit Job Bank, you'll scroll down to the middle of the page and you'll click on the link that says AZToolkit Job Bank. The other piece that you'll find here are all of the real-time postings for positions from subscribers in the toolkit. So let's click on AZToolkit Job Bank. Before we jump into the Job Bank, I want to point out a couple of great resources on the left-hand side of the screen. Not only does AZToolkit Job Bank help provide the recruitment piece of being a child care provider, but on the left-hand side, you'll see human resources, templates, and strategies and tools that can help create a comprehensive support system, not only to recruit eligible applicants into your program, but to sustain and retain them as qualified staff. Everything from job descriptions that are all downloadable and you can edit and customize them based on your program, policies and templates so you don't have to reinvent the wheel and start from scratch, guides for employee handbooks, discipline and termination, interview guides to be able to track with vetted questions from the national level that can help you get the most information you can from candidates to make the best decision about who to hire, And then payroll practices, which provide some resources for maximizing the funds you have to pay a worthy wage to educators, to ensure benefits and professional development are included as part of that compensation package. And then, of course, as part of your recruitment and retention, performance appraisals and evaluations, all of which, many of which these tools can be downloaded as Word documents or spreadsheets, and then you edit them based on your context and your program. So let's jump into AZToolkit Job Bank. When you first create an AZToolkit Job Bank account, you'll have to register. Your Job Bank account is a different sign-in account than your AZToolkit account, but it's all embedded here in the same website. So you'll want to click on Register, and you'll put in your company's name, information, create a username and a password, and then click Create My Account. Once you've created your account, you'll receive an automatic email that provides you with a link to confirm your account, and you'll be able to access all of your AZToolkit benefits. You've created your account. On the same page, you'll click on Manage Account, and that'll bring you to the login page. Now, as we mentioned earlier, AZToolkit Job Bank is a great tool to help you automate and maximize your time and your money by sending your job applications to some of the most popular sites across the web. Here on the left-hand side, you'll see that includes LinkedIn, Indeed, Google Jobs, and CareerJet, among many others. You'll log into your account and head to your My Hiring dashboard. Once you've gotten to AZToolkit Job Bank and you're in your My Hiring portal, you'll notice on the left-hand side that there are several links to be able to set up your customized workflow and to be able to follow the process from recruitment to interviewing to hiring. I want to point out a few resources. The one you want to start with is Settings. Now, when you first create an account, you'll automatically be taken through setting up your settings. But if you skip that piece, you can find and update your settings here at the bottom. In the settings section, you'll be able to add your logo for your organization and your company name, include an About Us section so that eligible applicants can see if it's a good value fit for them in applying for the position. And you can also set up automatic response emails that allow you to be able to communicate with both incoming applicants when you want to move them to a candidate for interview, as well as applicants or candidates that you want to remove from consideration for the position. Now, the cool thing about this section is it's all editable, so you can delete and add whatever you'd prefer, but it does come with a populated automatic general email for both the response sections, and you can edit it as you see fit. Once you've finished your settings, you'll want to click on Locations. That's where you can add in multiple sites if you oversee or have multiple schools, and then you'll be able to track and post jobs specifically for those schools. You can also add additional users, anyone who might be helping with the recruitment or interviewing process so that they can see the applications and the resumes. And you'll just click Create New to be able to add that person, create a username and a password for them. And then after you've gone through settings, locations, and users, the next thing we would recommend working on is workflows. So through the workflows section, you can create customized workflows that allow you to move people through the process of everything from phone interviews to in-person interviews, reference checks, the background checks, fingerprint clearance cards, maybe an entry exam or an assessment, and then the extension of the offer. And you can create new workflows by adding new text here by clicking Create. And then when you're ready, you move those workflow steps over to show which you're able to move them up and down to show which ones you'd like to happen first, all the way through the end of the workflow. And then you save your process. So let's head back to jobs. That's the very first link here at the top. All the jobs that you post are available here once you've saved them. And there's an indicator button here that allows you to either post the job by clicking it, or once you have enough successful applicants, you can unpost the job and then it won't be visible on the job search websites anymore. Let's start with clicking Create a New Job. What I love about this section is that in the AZToolkit website itself, there are job descriptions that you can download and edit for your own context. And all of those job descriptions are populated here in this section. So let's say we want to search for early childhood. Notice there's several job positions at the national level that have been vetted that are pretty typical of what responsibilities might be for these types of positions. So let's click on Early Childhood Teacher, and you'll notice it automatically populates the description and summary, the duties, the requirements. These are all editable, so you can go through and customize based on your program's need. You can also edit the duties and the requirements. Here you might put specific credentials or certification, degrees or skills that you'd like your candidates to have. There's also a non-required section called nice to haves, which is a good place to put sort of your prioritized skills or experience or credentials. So you might say, we'll prioritize applicants who have a bachelor degree, or we'll prioritize applicants who have 3 years of experience working with young children. Some childcare providers have their own recruitment and retainment managing system for applications and candidates. So if you have your own online platform already, you can add in that link and have applicants go to that link to be able to apply. So you could still send your jobs through the job bank, reaching hundreds of eligible applicants, but you could include a link here in the summary that points them to your specific either job web page or your website to be able to apply for those positions, and you could track those positions through your own system. You can still see how many people view, how many people apply for the position through AZToolkit Job Bank. As you scroll down, you'll see additional places to put more information to make the job as transparent for applicants as possible. We highly encourage you to add benefits, including any health, dental, retirement, vision benefits, paid professional development, or other resources that you provide to staff, as well as the salary information. For the salary information, you can show the hourly rate or any of these other sections, including the yearly annual salary. And then be sure to click Show Salary so that you can show and be transparent about what your budgeted amount is for these positions. Now, you don't want to be in a situation where you post a position, you've spent so much time investing in interviews and getting to know candidates, you select the candidate that you think is a great fit, and then that's when you tell them the salary information or the wage information, and they decline the position because they were expecting something different. It's important to be transparent up front as best as you can and budget and show what your budget is for the position that you're posting. Here you can also require an applicant to attach a resume, and you can also auto-renew a job posting after the time in which it closes. You can go through and select the minimum education, the job type, whether it's full-time, part-time, or other, whether it's remote or non-remote. The category is automatically education and training, but there are other categories you could select based on the position. And then you'll put in the minimum experience and location. If you created a customized workflow, you can select the workflow that you created. And what that'll do is for any of those candidates, as you move them forward in the process, it'll allow you to check off when you've completed the background check or the pre-screening interview or the pre-assessment or the in-person interview. So you can follow that process and check off so you can make sure you're tracking candidates appropriately. You can assign anyone that you'd like to be able to review the applications, and then you save to create it as a draft or post job, which then after that one click sends it to 8 of the most popular websites and with a reach of hundreds, if not thousands, of eligible applicants in your community. Once you've posted your job, you're able to preview it. And you'll see the summary, what you've included as the duties and requirements, and then any nice haves or benefits that you've included as an optional section. Once you've posted the job, when you click, it'll ask if you're ready to post it to the career partner sites. When you're ready, you click Yes, I'm ready. And then it'll populate a link that you can copy and share on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, on your company's website, through email to be able to promote the positions that are open. And once you've received enough eligible applicants, you can go ahead and close the position by clicking that same button. As applications come up on this dashboard, the other piece that's really helpful is you can see the number of views of your position, the number of applications that have been submitted for that particular position, and then if there's any incoming applications that are still in your inbox that need to be reviewed and moved, either moved forward or declined as candidates. So next, let's click on incoming. So anytime a new application comes in, you'll get an automatic email that says that you have a new application on its way, ready to review. And it'll actually provide you with a login link that you can click and be able to access directly your incoming inbox. This email will be sent to any of the users you've added as administrators for that job posting. In the job posting, in the incoming job applications, you'll see the name of the candidate, their resume and their cover letter, and the date on which they applied. So let's click on Teacher Test here. So for Teacher Test, it shows that our application was received. We can open up their resume. We can also open up and see their cover letter. So after you've reviewed and your team's reviewed both cover letters and resumes, you're able to rate the candidate based on your interview or your recruitment application guide. Again, those are available in AZToolkit under the Human Resources templates. You can leave a note for internal use only. You can decline or remove that person from consideration, at which point they would receive the decline email, whatever you've set up in your settings, or you can move them forward into the candidate section, which is the next link here. And that would send them the automatic email that indicates that you're moving them forward as a candidate. So let's go ahead and move test teacher over to candidate, and it'll, you can select the prompt before sending the email if you want to have this prompt come up. So yes, I want to send that email. And now my candidate is in the candidate section, so I can still see their name, access their resource, and their cover letter. So based on my customized workflow, I can go through and put when they've completed the entry test that I might send through email, when I've scheduled and completed the phone interview, when we've completed the in-person interview, and then if I'm ready to move them forward, I can click that they are ready for the DPS background check, and then other customized workflows that you might put in. Once you've determined a candidate is ready for hire, you'll click the thumbs up button again. That will move them to the hire section, and it'll keep all of their information here for easy access in the future. You can also click on all applicants, which show any applicant that you've declined or moved forward in the process. You can look at all your locations, or you can specify your specific location here at the top. Hope you've seen that the AZToolkit Job Bank is really a great resource to streamline and automate the process of recruitment and hiring qualified staff, to really free up your time to be able to focus on taking care and administering the program that you're overseeing, as well as freeing up your time to be able to focus on professional development and training that will help support and retain the staff that you onboard. You can purchase additional subscriptions on top of your one complimentary subscription to AZToolkit for as little as $7.50 a month for NAYC members, or $15 a month for non-members, and $75 a year for NAYC members, or $150 a year for non-members. Many programs might use their Quality First incentives, or ask a business to sponsor, or secure some additional fees from their typical revenues and expenses to be able to pay for an additional subscription to the toolkit. We invite you to become part of our professional movement as we continue to secure and advocate for public investments at the state and federal level for early care and education and childcare to help us make sure that we're paying a worthy wage for those quality and qualified staff that we're recruiting. You can be part of that movement by becoming a member of AZYC and NAYC. For as little as $30 a year, you can be an entry-level member, which is all digital access to resources related to child development. There's also discounts and professional development available for our members. And there's also a family member, standard member, and premium member membership level. Additional information is available at azaeyc.org/join. If you have any questions about the AZToolkit Job Bank, feel free to send us an email at the team at azaeyctoolkit.org, or visit us at azyc.org/toolkit. Once you've completed this webinar, please take a few moments to complete a 5-minute survey. A link will be provided at the end of the survey on the completion page to a professional development certificate, or if you want us to mark you as attended in the Arizona Early Childhood Workforce Registry, please be sure to include your registry ID number in your survey response. The survey can be accessed at bit.ly/AZToolkitJB, bit.ly/AZT, lowercase OOLKIT, capital J, capital B, bit.ly/AZToolkitJB. Thank you again so much for taking the time to listen to this webinar about AZToolkit Job Bank. We hope that you'll be able to use AZToolkit Job Bank to save yourself time and money as a childcare program, and to be able to increase your reach to hundreds of eligible applicants to fill those positions with qualified and quality early care and education staff, because that's what children, families, and our communities deserve. Again, if you have any questions or need additional resources, please reach out. And thank you again. Take good care.